The Breville One-Touch Tea Maker is the ideal appliance for the tea lover. As experienced tea drinkers may know, different tea leaves require different water temperatures and different brewing times. Over-extracting or under-extracting can really change the flavor of your tea. This machine solves both of those problems. And if you're new to tea drinking, this machine also takes all the guesswork out of making that perfect cup of tea. Today, let's brew up a pot of green tea. Remove the lid, remove the tea basket, and fill my carafe to about 1,000 milliliters. All the specific measurements for water and leaves are inside the instructions that come with the tea maker. Now I'm going to fill my tea basket with enough green tea leaves for a pot for 4. And green tea leaves are very delicate, so you don't want to use boiling water when you're making your tea. You want to use a cooler water temperature. And this tea maker will allow us to achieve that exact point. Put my tea basket into the carafe, lid on, and I'm going to begin by selecting my tea settings. Over here on the left, we have all the different kinds of tea you could brew: green, black, white, herbal, oolong, and of course a custom setting. And each of these tea leaves corresponds with a different water temperature to hit that perfect point of extraction. So again, green tea, 175 degrees on the lower end. And on this side, we can choose the strength: strong, medium, mild, and again, a custom setting. I'm going to go to medium. And these strength settings correspond to how long the tea basket's going to be infused in the water. So once we have those two settings selected, we simply hit the tea button and it'll start brewing. Now, everything about this machine is completely customizable, so you can change your settings and it will stay in the machine until you change them again. Our water is going to heat first. We have a 1500 watt heating element below that will heat it very quickly. After it reaches our desired temperature of 175 degrees, then the basket will lower and steep for 4 minutes, since that was the medium setting that we chose. Just a few moments, we'll have a delicious cup of tea. We've reached 175 degrees. Our water is the perfect temperature, so as you'll notice, the basket begins to submerge to begin the brewing process. One feature I really like about this machine is the basket button over here. Now, if I just let this tea brew on its own with the original setting, the basket would stay lower the entire time. But by hitting the basket button, the basket will raise and lower continuously throughout the entire brewing process, so the leaves are nicely agitated inside the basket. This will extract the maximum flavor from the leaves. We've reached the end of our brewing cycle, and once the timer has stopped, it'll start counting up so we know how long our tea has been ready. On that note, we also have a keep warm button over here that'll keep the heating element warm for about an hour. But the nice thing about that is that the tea doesn't continuously brew for an hour, it just keeps the liquid warm. This final button over here, the auto start, will allow you to program your tea maker to begin brewing at a specific hour of the day. And you noticed how quiet the tea maker was. This is a great feature if you're brewing early in the morning or late at night and don't want to disturb others. I say we pour ourselves a cup of green tea. You'll notice the perfect golden color, which shows that we extracted the leaves at exactly the right temperature for the right amount of time. The Breville One-Touch Tea Maker takes all the guesswork out of making that perfect cup of tea.